This is Hamad bin Abdullah Secondary School Independent for Boys. My dear students of grade 10, first of all, allow me to thank the great efforts of our promising administration for supporting us such good steps forward on the way of achieving success in all sides. I am Muhammad Ibrahim, talking to you on behalf of all members of English department to present the final revision of Cluster B. So, first of all, let's speak about listening, because we have finished speaking test. We have 15 points in the speaking test, so we are going to begin with listening. So the first question is listening. You know, I just want you to value yourself, because we all value you. We just want you to give yourself the chance to concentrate. Please supply the quietness for you and for all your friends. Consider the following points, please. Because a listening is a very high skill, so it is a communication. For a communication to take place, there must be both a sender and a receiver. So please be a good receiver. First of all, don't forget to read the instructions. Why? Because if you read the instructions, to make sure you know what you are being asked to do. The first important point to understand the question. So, do not worry if there is a word you don't understand. Do you know why? Because you may not need to use it. So why are worrying about it? The second, if you don't know the answer to a question, don't stop here and cry. Just try to move. Attempt it. Give it its time. Move quickly to the other questions. Otherwise, you will lose the grade of both the questions. The last point, please. Be careful about it. As I have said to you, read the questions before you listen, so that you know what you are listening for. Listening is a difficult skill. It needs you to master, but it can sometimes, the reading, try to predict the type of the answer you are looking for. Is it a name, for instance? Is it a number? Does the speaker talk about a place, and so on? The last thing, I advise you, please don't leave any blank answer. Just try to guess it. Your guessing may be the correct. You guess may be the correct one. So please don't leave any questions in a blank way. Just try to answer all the questions. The second part of our exam is reading. The reading is about a persuasive essay. So please read. Why read? To understand, to answer. Just try to concentrate on the main ideas of each paragraph, because not all the sentences are important. So just try to concentrate to the center, because not every sentence have the important way to look at it. So just try to understand it. And I have here some of the questions that may help you to understand the persuasive way of asking. The first of all, you may be asked about the main purpose of the message. Is it to persuade, to convince, to narrate, and so on? Or you may be asked, what persuasive technique does the writer use in paragraph 1, 2, 3, or so on? Is it talking about statistics, exaggeration, repetition, rhetorical question, cause and fact, fact or opinion, and so on? Then you may be asked about which sentence is off topic. That needs you to read to understand which sentence is not mentioned, has no relationship with that paragraph. You avoid it. It will be the correct answer. So you may be asked, the underlined word is closest in meaning to, and you are going to be given many answers. You choose it. What kind of writing is the text? Is it a magazine article, an advertisement, a part of a novel? It may be a business report, and so on. So these are some examples that will help you to understand the persuasive techniques as follows. So please have a look at it. That sentence, over 60% of the Americans are overweight. That mentioned for statistics. He was so tired that he couldn't hold his eyelid. That's an exaggeration. That's sort of an exaggeration. Repetition. Free at last, free at last, free at last. That's sort of repetition. So please read carefully to discover the answer by yourself. It can be rhetorical questions. Should we allow people to continue this practice? It can be also cause and effect. It had begun to rain. Sally and Jack had to run inside. That's cause and that's effect. Now, let's give you an example of a persuasive reading. And you believe me or not, it is very, very useful in both of reading and writing. Both reading and writing. Why? You look at the way this text or the passage was written. It's a very good way of persuasive. I just want you to read it, to use it, how to make useful of both two skills, for reading and for writing. You know, that's the introduction, and the writer here concentrate on this one, please. Why people should ride a bicycle for short distance. When you come to this paragraph, you read it, you are going to discover that the reader hooked us, attracted us. He gave us introduction, then he presented his opinion here, then he speak about the first reason, then the second reason, then finally, or the third reason. I just want you to write, even to write the same way. Introduction, you give your opinion, you just try to hook the reader and present the first, the second, and finally, or the third reason. Then to come to the conclusion. When you read this conclusion, you are going to see that he summarized the whole topic in it. So please be careful. When you read to understand. When you understand the question, you have the ability to answer smoothly and easily. So please just try to concentrate in some sort of question once again. Please. See the first question? It is repeating. What is the purpose of the text? Then read the following paragraph, okay? Read the following sentence from paragraph 2. I believe you should use a bicycle for short distance to get many benefits, protecting the environment. So you read, because if you read carefully, you are going to choose the right answer. I just want you to concentrate on some sort of question. You know, which of the following is the main idea in paragraph 3. As I have told you, this is paragraph. You imagine this is paragraph, and you have a center in this circle. Not every sentence in the paragraph have the same importance. So please just try to concentrate the main idea of the paragraph, and you are going, inshallah, use the right answer. This is more important. You read it? According to a research carried out by Hamad Hospital, 70% of the people who ride bicycle twice a week are subject to suffer from heart diseases 7 times less than those who don't. So please just try to concentrate on a number, a percentage, something like that. It will help you to choose the right answer, citing statistics. One more type of important questions. Which of the following is not mentioned as a support of the claim using bicycle to short distance? So please, as I have told you before, when you read, you will discover that there is a sentence has no relationship with the whole paragraph, so just try to avoid it because it will be the correct answer. For this question, please, I just want you to lend me your ear. Concentrate, please. Why? When he said to you, find an example of repetition. Okay, that's it. He may ask you, which paragraph may contain or contains a repetition as a persuasive technique. So when you come to paragraph number 4, please, paragraph number 4, you just try to concentrate here. Okay. It fortifies your heart, fortifies your lungs, fortifies other important part of your body. So this is some sort of repetition, and it's a good way of persuasive technique to convince the reader. So you are going to write which paragraph, and you are going to write an example for it. That's all for the reading part. Let's move to an important part of our examination, use of the language. Just try to consider the following, please. We have 8 points, 8 questions, 8 MC questions, 2 for vocab and the other for grammatical points. So please just try to consider the following points. It will be a good support for you. We are going, for example, to speak about future simple when we have subject plus will plus infinitive. When we have tomorrow, we have the word predict, think, believe, I expect, I promise. That's all. When I use it, when I say to you, Ahmed will come tomorrow. When I say to you, I think it will rain. I think, I predict, I believe. So a subject plus will plus infinitive. For future perfect. So please lend me your ear here. It's a very important lesson, and we have given it lots of efforts during our study. For future perfect, please consider the following. We have by plus a period of time in the future or in a period of time in the future. So in the future perfect, we have the subject, will, plus have, plus past participle. That's for the way we are going to speak about it. When I say to you, Ayman will have finished his exam by next Monday, or the state will have finished all projects by 2020. 2020. That's all. Okay, let's move to another point, please. So just try to concentrate on your choice. You see this sentence? My friend, okay, will have been 18 next Monday. It's a future fact, so are going to be will plus infinitive. But this one, you look here, by the 1st of next May, or by 2015, 2017. So we are going to choose will plus have plus the past participle. For another point, we are going to concentrate on F type 2 and F type 3. So I advise you, if it is type 2, you concentrate on the past. D, ED, I, EDF, you have where, didn't, and so on. You are going to choose would plus infinitive or wouldn't as the sentence will be. So if I studied hard, I would pass the exam. This is the second part of if conditional. Let's move to it. The third one, the third type. If we have if, we have had or hadn't. Okay? In both of the ways. Past participle, we have would plus have plus past participle. You see the sentence? If he had hurried up, he would have caught the bus. That's it. Concentrate. If it type 2 or type 3. Which sentence is punctuated correctly? And this is very easy way for you. I think you can do it by yourself. We have here some sentence which will revise Unit 2, Unit 3 and Unit 4. Looks like breaks into a building in order to steal things, burglar. Then we have spaces here, take things into or outside of the country illegally. We have a smuggler here. Then move to the third one. Steal things from shop while pretending to be a customer. This is a shoplifter. And we have sets fire, building, forests, etc. on purpose, arsonist. We have also this sentence number 5, spaces, take someone by force and doesn't release until a ransom is paid. He needs to get money for that. This is, okay, a kidnapper. Then move to the illegally, legally and illegally, take control of a plane or other vehicle using force. This is hijacker. Okay, let's move to the next one. Steal things, steal another person's property. That's a thief. Okay, this is the last one. A forger who copies works of art. That's all for the use of English. Let's move to the last part. And please lend me your ears, because it's very, very important part. And it has lots of points, and you can get it easily. But I notice that you ignore it. Don't give it the due care. So please just try to change this way. This is a very important question. It needs your due care. So please try to consider the following points. Okay, that's it. Please, we are going to write about a persuasive text. Persuasive essay. You are going to choose one task of 2. You are going to be asked to write a persuasive essay about any subject. So please, just try to move back to the reading question to see how the writer try to make his reading in the same way. So please try to consider the following points. First of all, persuasive texts are describing or designed to persuade people or to convince them of what? Of a point of view. Persuasive texts are designed to persuade people or to convince them of what? Of a point of view. Persuasive texts are designed to persuade people or to convince them of what? Of a point of view. Persuasive texts are designed to persuade people or to convince them of what? Of a point of view. Persuasive texts are designed to persuade people or to convince them Good persuasive text, template, attract the reader. Does your writing do this? Do you have the ability to attract the reader, to hook him? So please just try not to make yourself boring from the beginning, please. Try to follow also where to start. Consider this, please, very carefully. Is your introduction boring? Because if your introduction boring, you are going to make me got bored. Why I complete? You make me fed up from the beginning, so I will not complete it. I'm going to give you a degree from my impression. So please, just try not to make your introduction boring in order to make the reader be attracted to complete your writing. So please, do think the reader or the listener will continue, be interested. Draw the audience by making bold statement, a hook, address the main issue, and state your position. This is called opening statement. It's a good way. Then, please, we have a word, okay, sentence, then two sentences, then paragraph. So you have, as I have told you many times, please just try to use linkers. Use these linkers in order to use connective that explain your view, like however, therefore, because, although, yet, in addition to, and this will add something interesting for your writing. It makes your writing logically accepted. Then the last point, bet you. I can start like this. Bet you. Don't you know that? Ask a rhetorical question. That's questions where you know the answer, but say it a proof point. So please value yourself. Take into consideration, this is the most important skill. It's very easy. You train yourself, and inshallah you will be in the top, inshallah. Other great tips. Persuasive writing is mainly present tense. So please just try all the time present tense. Then, use powerful verbs, strong adjective by using emotional language. And please don't forget the following. For writing, we have two parts. This is a graphic, a plan. So please write the title of your topic here, right here in the introduction, your opinion and your topic sentence, the first and the second, the third, as I have told you, in the way you read, you get the use of reading and writing. So you will do it easily and confidently. So you are going to write your first point of view and your example, your second point of view, your example, your third point of view and your examples. Then to conclude or to sum up, you write a good end for your topic. So please have a look once again and the way of, that's it. You please just try to consider it. Look, it's a good way. The writer here just try to give us good introduction, then he moved from the first to the second, to the third, or to the finally, then conclusion. Just try to get the use of everything around you, even if you look outside or even if you look inside the class, you will get, inshallah, the benefits. I wish you really great success and thank you.